something that you're doing quite a lot of, and that's something I'm trying to get my head round, is you're punctuating what you're doing with chords.
Yep.
So, and some of the playing the seventh and the third stuff, listen to Epic and stuff. But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to get my head round this.
Yeah.
And so it's a case of trying to learn or trying to get it into my head because I'm.
Yeah.
Have you any advice on?
Yes, I have lots of advice.
Oh, you do?
Great question. Now we're going. Okay, so what he's talking about is, to me, this is the deepest art form of playing duo or trio with guitar, is there's lots of space. And being able to fill that space, if you want to, is awesome. You can leave it or fill it, right? Now, I love piano trios, and Mike came from a family of professional pianists, so I grew up with chords. So now this is a very, there are lots of voicings that I could use to punctuate that. But I'm off, but I'll just talk about one specific thing because it's important in terms of how you can use it for comping, you can use it to develop your voicings, and you must know it to solo on the song. And that's to know where the thirds and sevenths of the chords are all the time. So or you might hear that called the guide tones. Without that, you don't know the song, right? I mean, you don't know the harmonic pattern, because the art form of playing a good jazz line to me is that if I'm in here just playing, just you might not know the tune, but you go, oh, I'm not playing scales. I don't care about scales. I'm playing melodies off of the harmonic form. So if I don't know where the harmonic form is, what am I going to play a solo on? So learning those thirds and sevenths are the most important thing you can know. Because if you said to me, hey, Cheryl, next week I want to play this song, I never knew the song on a concert. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I mean, I'm going to learn the melody, but when I get into learning how to solo and how to play chords on it, I need to know where those thirds and sevenths are. I need to internalize it. So that's what I was talking about, craftsmanship. So really, this is a very important technical part of craftsmanship. So the third tells you whether the chord is major or minor. The seventh tells you whether it's dominant 7 or minor 7, or minor major 7, or any of those come. So now, especially playing it with a band, I don't ever need to play the bass note. I never need to play the root, ever. Because that's what you hire the bass player to do. But even if I didn't have a bass player, I really don't need to play the root, particularly a tune like that. We've heard it a lot. I don't need to spell that out for you. But what I do need to spell out for you is the correct harmony and make my melody come from there. So now this is a very simple thing you can do just to harmonize a melody. And so, if I just took this, so if you learn them, and this is really what Ed Bickert does, which he learned from Bill Evans, which goes back to Bud Powell, and anyway, you can follow that line back. But anyway, on the 4th and 5th string, and the 3rd and 4th string is where they speak best. You could do it on the lower strings or high strings, but in terms of playing with a bass player where you want it to speak in the texture, so what I did is I just played the 3rd and 7th of F. That's the 3rd and 7th of E flat. There's D7. So that's all I'm doing is I'm just, and it's because it's easy to do. You don't need a big handful of notes. You just need to know where these are on your 3rd and 4th string and 4th and 5th string.
Can you say what notes you were playing then?
So the 3rd and 7th of F major 7 is E and A.
F major.
Yeah. So F major 7, E flat. Now the thing that's cool about the 3rd and 7th of a dominant 7 is the tritone. Now the magic of the tritone is that it cuts the octave in half equally. It's a magical thing. So what the good news is, for instance, let's just talk about organizing the guitar. If I was going to play F major 7, I could play the 7th and the 3rd there, or if I play it up an octave, I'd play the 3rd and the 7th. So there'll be 2 shapes on any of those string groups for those. But the dominant 7, because of the tritone, the 3rd, that's where the tritone is, it's the same. So this is a good one. It's the same. Whether it's one fingering for the tritone. It's the same also on these strings too. Look, Ma, no hands. That's awesome. So that's a good one. Or I could make that A minor 7 flat. I'll make it a 2/5. So I'll go A minor 7. Oh, A minor 7. Now, if you hear it with the bass, you hear the whole story. But we don't need that. So now I could also play A minor 7 there. Looks like it is a 5th. It looks like a 5th because it is a 5th. It walks like a duck and quacks like a duck. It is a duck. A minor 7, so the 7th and the 3rd. So G and what is this? What's the name of the note? C. So I mean, it's worthwhile your time to learn these, right? Because I can use, so again, I could just go. In their left hand. So also now when you listen to a piano trio, you can understand what is that language. What are they doing there? That's what they do. So we can do the same thing.
Is it fair to say that so in terms of where you're putting those, you're putting them at the point where the chord changes, so you're getting the thirds and the seventh, the movement of the thirds and the sevenths?
Yes.
So rather than, so what I'm trying to get at is you're punctuating it where the chord actually changes.
Well, yeah, I mean, I want to be in the right place in the right time. But I mean, if this is new to you, I would just go through. I really recommend this. Just play them like this and sing the melody in your head. Da, 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 da. So you know exactly where they are. Before you go and try to displace it, I have to know exactly where it is. I can have fun with it later, rhythmically, what I do with it. But just take your time and learn it properly. Da, da. Just take your time and learn it right. So then later I can punctuate them in different places, right? Rhythmic. But I would do the same thing comping wise. So if I'm playing in a rhythm section, I would use them as chord voicing. So not only for myself, but also behind a soloist. Now, so that's sort of the core. You could do that on any tune. It's going to sound good. I guarantee you'll go like, oh, that sounds like jazz. Because that's really how you do it,